already raining a little bit, but it's not pouring. I'm definitely putting these guys in here today. Tux, how did you get there? Let me go put Tux where he belongs. Since we could have some bad winds, I'm gonna move my fragile plants into the garage. Since they're not in pots yet and I can do that, why risk them getting blown off or messed up? Plants are all settled. I pulled the little star off the printer and got it ready to go again, although I'm not printing anything immediately. Ruby got the update last night, so I look forward to trying that out. Hopefully it's not pouring on the way to Guardian Angel. I'd like to unplug her right now, but I don't have the phone, the fob. I can't do it right this second. I printed Michelle a star. We were talking about it last night. Give it to her this morning. Unfortunately, she ended up with kind of a yellow gold because that's where the rainbow was. It's okay. I don't have time to print another one in a prettier color. She'll probably like that color anyway. Alright, I got these guys taken care of before it poured. All is good. Before I leave, I'll try to get Marty and Stripe in the house if they want. Morris is in the chair in there hanging, so that's good. You're good, buddy. You're good. Stripe, you want back inside? Stripey! Good morning, Panther. Stripe's not in the house, and there he's going for his walkabout. That's good. He needs to do that before he comes in back to sleep. Hopefully he's got 15 minutes. The rain's pretty close, if I didn't say that. Well, it's already raining, and then it's quite windy, and more heavy rain is really close. It kind of figures it's almost 100% opened, and we're going to have heavy rain and strong winds, but there it is, just in case we don't get to enjoy it any more than that. Good morning. Hi. How's my sweet girl? Sam came in and sat with you yesterday. Yeah. I'm not walking because it's too windy and it's raining. I tried to go video edit with Gray, and these two weren't having it. They were outside the door raising a ruckus, and then Gray wouldn't sit beside me because she was trying to see what they were doing. So, but they're so cozy and settled down now, and I got about 10 more minutes to finish what I need to do before I run out the door. I think the worst of the wind is actually past. You can see all this debris down. It got really windy here for a bit, and I don't think we're getting as much rain as they thought. I need to grab something in the garage. So Ruby's got on 12.3.4 FSD now, or 2024.3.15. It's still showing that software version as 11.1, but V12 for FSD. Let's see how she does. Headed to meet Michelle. Do I have to enable something? Because I don't have the autopilot symbol. It looks fine to me. Looks like all the settings are good. It is picking up the 5-mile-an-hour sign, but it is not offering. There it went. Oh, well, briefly. Huh. Well, I would have let her try to go down the driveway, but she's not offering me to do that. Briefly, but then no, and I don't have time to back up. I'm already over 10 minutes late. I got yesterday's video done. God, look at the debris. Oh well. It's nothing a good quick pass with the ego blower won't fix after it dries a bit. It's really rough driving on those sweet gum balls. You would think at this point, okay, she's offering me FSD now. You would think with as many of these sweet gum balls that have come down that she would be done with them. Yes, yes, I'm here, Ruby. My hand's on the wheel. She didn't stop, and there's not a stop sign there. It would still probably be great if she stopped anyway, but as long as the coast's clear, I mean, that's what I do, right? I don't stop every time on that street. Let's show you what the visualization here on the, I don't want to call Ruby Legacy. the Legacy X. Show what it looks like. There's the stop sign. Some have commented Ruby does not have an internal cabin camera. So, yeah. Now she thinks it's 26 here. It's actually 35. There's no 35 sign until the environmental park. So I've hit up on the autopilot stalk twice. So I increased the speed twice in 5-mile-per-hour increments. And she's doing 35 now because I am not doing 25 all the way to the environmental park. Here's where I think some checking between street signs seen, and yeah, I knew he was gonna come my way a little bit. It was okay. So here's where I would have seen. There's no way I'm doing 25 until she, quote unquote, legally sees the speed limit. Why can she not,
McLaughlin Michelle says I'm here.
I am on my way. Sorry, I'm running a little late. Alright. She won't mind. My bestie will not be frustrated with me. We take turns with the mom life here. The housewife life. Now this stop here can be a little tricky.
McLaughlin Michelle says no problem.
And she means it. She's not just giving me lip service. All right, so she's stopping right dead even with the stop sign, which is super frustrating. You know, I got so carried away that I didn't tell her we were headed to Guardian Angel. Oh, she was going to turn right there because she didn't know. Let me put in navigation. Okay, I waited till I got through the intersection and then I re-engaged autopilot. I've got Guardian Angel in now. She wanted me to go straight back there, which I wondered if she would. And, yeah, am I going to slow down? When am I going to slow down? I'm still doing 34 and a 25, 33 and a 25. I wonder if I have on auto also. All right, this is basically ridiculous not slowing down quick enough. 30 and a 25, 28. She has 26 in the little circle is what she thinks is an okay speed. So I'm gonna hit autopilot down twice. I'm now doing 24 one more time to 23. Probably not a lot of pedestrians out here and people moving about, but I question 25 being safe through here during high traffic times, so I'm happy with 23. She slowed up a little bit there for the pedestrian crosswalk. Not that one. So I don't know why the little slight hesitation back there, but it was slight. It was not one of those put you in the windshield. Well, I think she would have got me up here just fine the whole way with no disengagements if I had navigated correctly. I was excited and running late and all of the good stuff. She has marked max 41 right now in the little circle. I don't understand. It was, and this camera's not great from transitioning between up close and far away super quick, so I'm sorry about that, but I don't know why she thinks, here's a 25-mile-an-hour sign, Ruby. Okay, now she's updated the circle back to 26. I don't know why she fooled with the speed limit back there after I had her adjusted to 23. She stayed at 26. I don't know why she did that. There was no other additional speed limit thing that happened down there, so I don't know. Now she's gonna go back up to 35, and I'm totally good with 35 through here all the way up to Guardian Angel. There's very few people ever walking over here, and it's pretty straightforward, the road. And So I'm letting her do the speed exactly how she wants. She has 36 in the circle again. I must have it on auto. I'll check before I take back off or right when I stop. I mean, I'm okay with trying out auto and seeing what it does. You know, my perspective is right now, and I haven't driven Jules a lot on version 12, but I've been in a car with Dawn. You know, the cars generally drive identical. Possibly with, now here's where I wanted her to go to the right. We need to turn into Guardian Angel. You should not be changing the lane in the middle of the intersection, and you should have taken the right lane because you were going to the right, just up ahead. When, okay, I'm gonna take her out because I want to go in this entrance. And typically the address for Guardian Angel, it takes you in the other entrance. So, yeah, I didn't have any, she's doing the same behavior. She goes through the intersection, and then when she comes into where the road goes from 1 to 2, and I'm going to the right, I want her to take the right. And around town, I'm always seeing her stay left or whatever lane she thinks. And anyway, and back there on top of that, she changed lanes in the middle of the intersection, which I was taught was a no-no, and I would prefer her not to do. Good morning. What theme do you have today?
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Oh wow, I like your jacket.
Yes, I got it here.
Yeah, well, it looks super cool. I'm ready for May the 4th today, even though it's what, 3 weeks away, 4 weeks away.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to get my shirt.
Well, if Don didn't already have the piece of gutter that he uses to do this process, I would bring that home for him, assuming I thought the diameter was workable. I guess it is getting to be the season for brides. Wow, 2024 is the 25th anniversary, and over 3 million donated now.
Maybe some beer, woman.
How about a pina colada instead? I think we'd both be happier.
That's true. I like yours.
So they were getting on their NC State support. Too bad it didn't pan out though. I see stuff like this and I think it would be really cute with a flower in it. You know, it's $4, which is not super cheap, but it's not super expensive. But you just can't get enough dirt in it. You've got to water it like non-stop. And then I think, nah, I probably don't need it.
Look at the Cabbage Patch Kid.
I don't know. I thought maybe it was Princess Leia at first.
Princess Leia as a Cabbage Patch Kid.
We have a nifty collection of shoes.
Yeah, but none of them have a match. Oh.
She's good. Painting is not my thing, but if I were gonna paint the little cute kitten in amongst the pansies would be right up my alley. I looked for more twine, but all they've got is yarn and DMC floss, and I couldn't find any. Michelle, you need to be 8 again, just for you. You can learn to cook with mermaids.
Oh, no. You try to trick me, Marianne.
It's just the right color centerpiece for this table. So what do you think they're for?
I don't know, maybe dragon's eggs?
At your house, possibly, yes. So if Don was allowed to have cookies with his coffee or crackers with his soup, that would be a great bug. I don't have a use for it, and it's actually got a pretty good scratch in it, but that little black cat is cute. And this says dogs teach a man obedience and loyalty. I thought it was supposed to be the other way around. I'd grow my own food if only there were bacon seeds. Who do you think needs this shirt? I think we can get Don to wear it. We hit the jackpot on small packs of really decorative tissue paper. Michelle's got, where'd you put yours?
Mine are down.
Yeah, she's got a whole bin full of it. Yep. This is a girl's NASA shirt, and I love this design, but the shirt's in bad shape, and the design is on the back, and it's not a girl cut. And all right, we're starting to pack in the shirts now. Yeah, I went back and added a couple of boxes at the end. We had to take home the M pillow. The cart's, it's pretty full. Uh-oh, Michelle walked up to the car and she noticed that the tire's fully inflated, doesn't seem to have lost air, and she's got TPMS, so she says she knows what the tire pressure is, or if it's too low at least.
probably go right after I pick up Connor.
Yeah, it's not, as long as it's not saying it's low air, it's not an emergency. I drove around with a nail in my tire for weeks.
Really?
Yes. She's gonna pick up Connor from school and then head to Walmart and get the tire handled. I warned her they're not gonna want to repair it because it's on the, you know, too close to the sidewall. It's between the last groove and the outside of the tire. That tire, we checked the wear bar, and I don't know, she might could get 5,000 miles more out of that tire, but it is very close to the wear bar, so. Frustrating expense and inconvenience, but she's not stranded. I let her know I had an air compressor. It's not a good day for Don, but I'd send him out with the plug kit. I was so concerned about Michelle and the tire that I forgot I needed to go to the grocery store. I was gonna go to Food Lion, but I'd really rather also pick up a chicken from Harris Teeter, so I'm headed to Harris Teeter. I do also want to test FSD a little more. I'm driving right now, but let's see what Ruby does. Now I see the 35 sign up there. She currently set it to a max of 46. Hopefully she'll set it to a max closer to 35. There she went. She did 36. What is with this 6 ending number? I forgot to check to see if it's auto. Did she see that thing in the road? It's possible. It was like a piece of styrofoam or something. It sure seemed like she started to get in the turn lane, got out of it, went around the obstacle, and then got back in the turn lane. Oh yeah, this is going to be fun. There's only, what, 4 or 5 cars to go. But it's yellow. It's a yellow arrow, not a green protected arrow. I'd much rather have a green protected arrow. She should not go, or she should fly. She saw that car and she waited. One more car, Ruby. You're doing good. Now, alright, I fidgeted with the wheel. She was really wanting to go after that car passed, and I fidgeted with the wheel because I was nervous. I'm sorry. Sorry, Ruby. You had it under control. Although I have to say that I didn't fidget with it that much. It's not like I grabbed it. I don't think she was going to turn into that car, but she was starting to turn just a little bit before the car had, you know, cleared at my comfort level. That's my description of what happened there. Well, the visualization is just as busy as ever. I have to pay attention. I go past a construction zone because just because the newer 3Y, S, and X aren't seeing them anymore does not 100% mean Ruby isn't doing the same thing. Probably, but I'd still like to pay attention. Is she gonna turn at the first turn here? She is. I'm gonna take over because it's a really tight curve there, and she's not gonna know where to park, and this shopping center's a wreck, and I'm just gonna park myself. I don't even trust hardly myself in this shopping center. Park on this side again today. Alright, I have home in the navigation. I got out of the parking lot over there. I had a couple of little fumbles. I deleted that video. I just expect her to know I'm headed home. And the fact that I had to put in home. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ruby, you could have slowed up. That was really interesting how that car turned down that driveway. You would think they live there. They know which lane they need to be in. And I definitely think, no way, Ruby. We are not going in those. We are not going over there in the water and potholes. Not happening. No. Bad girl. And she knows, I mean, it's great that she thinks that she should get in that turn lane, and she's correct that she should. But no, we're not wait until there's a full lane where you can get beside the pickup truck. I mean, I'm pretty fussy about it. I know a lot of people that just go over there and go around the truck, but I'm not doing that with Ruby. Way too much pothole, and there's a big rock over there, and that's how you pick up nails. Okay, I'm in the lane. Re-engage it and let her do her thing. I assume that was not at me. Oh wow, she's gonna get in the left lane sooner than later. Well, that was kind of impressive. She wants to take a left up here on Judd Parkway, my least favorite place to turn left in town. I don't even turn left up here when I'm driving. She got into the turn lane over the double yellow line, which is what I want her to do. She's never done that before. Of course, it wasn't stuck back very far, so I can't tell how helpful that was going to be to navigating the left turn here. But one thing I'm not going to allow to happen is for her to leave me stuck out very far so that the light turns red and I'm like sticking out there. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Well, hopefully the light's going to turn red and then she's just going to go through. And yes, I see the other pretty Tesla with a Texas plate. Yeah, Ruby, I hear you. Haha, green arrow. Oh, that was a little tight because she wanted to stay in this lane, which she couldn't do anyway. She needs to be in the right lane and she's not. Can I get her into the right lane? She listened to me. She needs to learn that intersection. She has not learned how to get through on that straight part of the street. Okay, I'm breathing. The rest of the way home now ought to be a piece of cake. We'll see. They're probably not working on the road in front of the community center today because of the rain. She has the speed set at 36 again. It is 35 here. Should be getting ready to go to 45 though. So I think we're done with most of the rain. It's now off the coast, but I don't know. It looks pretty soupy out there, pretty cloudy still. So maybe I wouldn't bet money on it not raining anymore today, but well, I'm comfortable where she's centered in the lane. Yeah, I was gonna say the lights probably, the car behind me got pretty close. I don't think she over slowed up, but I think she should have been slowing up a little bit coming around the corner. See, I know that I pretty much always have to stop and that coming around the corner you can't see the light, and so I am gently lifting to reduce my speed 5 miles an hour coming around that corner, 10 miles an hour, but she knew the speed was 45 and that was what she was going to do, gosh darn it. And It wasn't close with the guy behind me, but it was, you know, he slowed up a little late. That was a complaint to turn the wheel. They're annoying when your hand's on the wheel and you're paying attention. Because I have to, you know, move the wheel on purpose a little bit to keep the nags away. And that's wear and tear on your wrist after a while. But I wouldn't say it's any different than it has been so far for this limited time I've been driving. It's about the same. And then a little bit different than the cars with the cabin camera. Because I don't get the you looked at the screen nags. Or you looked out the window at a tree nag. Yeah, I'm here. Well, that was 2 nags in what? Less than a minute? Less than 2 minutes? She scooted right on up to the speed limit there. Now I'm interested in where's she going to put the turn signal on. Obviously back there at that light she had a predefined number of feet from the intersection before she put on the left turn signal. So that was pretty good. I didn't feel like that was late. She gonna stay on her lane pretty good. It's hard there, but she did. I would say that was satisfactory. It's kind of scary if she goes over coming around the corner and there's another car there. I mean, I get when there's no car there, humans don't cut it as tight. When they have more room, and the self-driving cars don't need to either, but they also need to adhere to, oops, there's a car there, I need to cut it really tight. It needs to be able to go back and forth between those two behaviors. I did get what I needed at Harris Teeter. A couple of chickens, a couple of steaks, a head of cauliflower, and a thing of steakhouse onion cheese because I like it. Like onions and everything. Whole Foods used to carry a great onion cheese and then they stopped and they couldn't get it anymore, and years later I still hope it shows up one day. Maybe the little business that crafted it went out of business. I'm happy where she's putting the turn signals on. You know, I would just say it's hard to start out with the car in full self-driving in a really crowded, busy area, because it just takes a minute for the human driver to become one with the car. That is kind of like a, you know, a Vulcan mind meld, but it's your hands and your eyes with the cars. Oops. The camera got hot. I don't know where it stopped recording, but I'm here and I'm just in amazement at the debris we had from the wind we had come through here this morning. The power flickered right as we were checking out at Guardian Angel 3 times, and Renee rushed to get my credit card transaction through knowing, you know, if it rebooted the machines, if it glitched long enough, that she wouldn't be able to check me out. Which, since I didn't have a hard stop, I could have waited. But Michelle, you know, needed to go get Connor today. Ariel's down at Walt Disney World with the chorus singing competition down there. She's having fun in Florida. I'm just driving. Once she stopped at the end of the driveway, I just took over. And there's Tux. He's gonna sit right there. Come on, Tux. Come on, buddy. He's not gonna move. First off, what are you doing down from your safe spot? And second off, you know, when Mom pulls up in the pretty red car, you need to move. Although you haven't been in the driveway a lot lately. Oh my God, it's just like, I'm so glad I put my flowers in the garage because, you know, look at this. It was that windy. I think they would have flown off the top of the table over there. And then there'd be all this junk in amongst the pretty flowers I'd have to pick out. And what a mess. So my tree from Mr. Maple is here. They shipped it yesterday, overnight. This came from Flat Rock, North Carolina. It's the place I would love to go visit, but it's 4 hours each way. Let me move Ruby since I left my door open and the air conditioner's running. And yes, it's warm enough to need the air on. So I knew it was the same price to ship 2 items as one. That's why I threw in the Japanese maple along with the Chinese fringe shrub here, Carolina Midnight. It is a dark purple and it's a Yama Japanese maple, and everything looks in good condition. Like I said, it's only been in the box for 1 day. You don't have to pay extra shipping when you order in state. These guys are good. Highly recommend Mr. Maple for people that want something specialty from North Carolina. Anyway, I am going to set them up right. It's so darn windy right now, though. I don't know. I'm going to set them outside. I did decide to put them outside. They're both in perfectly good shape. They had these really nice little, I don't know, canvas covers that was on top of the dirt that really did a good job of keeping it inside. And here's the little maple. It's perfect. I think it'll be safe there from wind and other issues. So when these boxes are a decent price, I picked them up, especially with the magnet or Velcro. It was $4. There's 3 other boxes inside, empty boxes. They were $1 each. Then there was this very nifty set of Pier 1 flower and other shimmering glass marbles. That was $3. It was originally marked $7. I had the 4 sheets of the wrapping tissue, gift wrap tissue underneath there. They were 50 cents each, which was good for premium colors and prints. I'm hoping Johnny might like this button-down shirt with lizards on it. I got this pretty summer top, and I got Dawn that bacon top, and this is an X-Wing blueprint Star Wars shirt. I think either Dawn or I could wear it. And sorry, Stripe. One towel today says North Carolina flowering dogwood, and it's the state with the dogwood tree in the center of it. I might use that for covering stuff up over there. And this really nice basket, super clean, with a nice rainbow on it, was $6. A little premium over a couple of the other ones they had, which were dirty and didn't have the rainbow. They were $4, so I was willing to pay $2 for the rainbow, I guess. And it looks like there's one. Oh, I got 50 cents. I got some more clothing pins for when we have to protect stuff from frost. I'm going to try to spend just a few minutes and pack up what I can, what makes sense, what I have stuff for the Lego Easter items that are in the case. They're sort of haphazardly in here now because I just gathered them here from 2 or 3 spots. But anyway, I should have mostly what I need. It's mostly put away, the Easter stuff. I need a couple more boxes. When I get them, I'll handle it. I'm working on the shepherd's pie. I've got a couple of busy days coming up, so I'd rather cook tonight and eat leftovers tomorrow or Saturday or both days. It'll just make my life better, and we really like it, so I'm making it. And I've got Don a little cheese bread to tide him over.